I have to say, actually, you played a part in this. You believe it or not.
Stop.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I needed this.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I needed this. Thank you.
You don't know this, but you did play a big part in this kind of evolution of my career, because I remember a few years ago when I went to your house to film, we were just talking about the cooking show, and you and your husband, Brendan, are there. Like, this was not just me in front of my computer with my iPhone, like making content for YouTube, which is great. It's amazing that people can do that, right? But this was like a real set with like cameras and lights, and it was like a real production. And I got there and I saw, I was like, oh wow, like you can do this. Like this can be done. You can create a space for yourself and do, like, you don't have to wait for someone to give you a part. Like you can actually be a creator and you can be a producer. And that was like one of those aha moments. So thank you for that.
Oh my God, really. I love you so much.
It really was. It was like, oh wow, this is legit.
I legit want to, like, honestly, I want to like hug you so bad. I mean, if I, honestly, that's, wow, holy shit. If I could have inspired you, who I respect so much, to feel that way, empowered and have your own agency, that's amazing.
Oh, no, absolutely. And seeing the way that you two work together. And
well, he's a perfect counterpart. I think
he really is.
Philosophically, I think that, you know, we don't really disagree on anything. I think like we get like cute with each other sometimes, but it's all good. And like we have a really solid communication style. But I think
that's awesome.
I think working together has actually only helped it.
And that's so rare.
It is very rare.
You guys are lucky. Yeah.
And so Alex is not your partner.
Yeah, Alex is my work husband.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I have my real husband, but he is my biggest supporter, also my like creative kind of confidant. Yeah. And he is not a front of camera type of person. He's much more behind the scenes.
Okay, so we gotta talk about your husband because he's awesome. I still haven't met him, which is ridiculous.
Was he didn't go?
No. We had like a ladies' lunch at Crest Station, right?
Yeah.
Which, you know, his family owns. And it's like, what is it? Is it Michelin rated? I don't know. The place is amazing.
Like, but it should be.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. It's one of the best Asian seafood places.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so but you all have been together for a very, very long time, right?
Yeah.
How long?
Since high school.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to say. I was like, did he meet you when you were in Bratz?
I moved to LA when I booked Bratz. And from Miami.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. It was Miami. I'd been coming out. I'm trying to get the timeline right. I've been coming out a lot, but we officially moved right when I booked Bratz. And that was in January 2007. And so September, once we had finished, it was like later that year, September is when I started at Beverly Hills High. So it was like right after I finished Bratz.
It was a good high school, Beverly Hills High.
It was great.
It's a public school, but it's like
the most private public school that like you
Beverly
can go
Hills
to.
High. Like it's 90210.
The movie. I remember when I first came to LA when I was like an aspiring actress, and I made my mom drive me to the high school, and I like took a photo in front of the high school. It was my dream to go there, but we went because for practical terms, it was actually the perfect place for me because they have, of course, a special program for actors. So I did independent study where I could still be a student in a real high school and like go to homecoming and football games and like go to classes there, but I didn't have to go every day. I kind of had my own teacher that I would report to and would give me, you know, it was like hybrid homeschooling.
I did not know that Beverly Hills had that service, essentially.
Yeah, it was a special service for child actors.
That's so cool. Well, I mean, I went to a performing arts school, but it was very expensive. Yeah. I didn't even know that was an option. I should have told my mom about that. That's so cool.
Yeah, it was fairly new when I started. I don't know where the program is now. Over the years that I was there, it evolved into like professional athletes. Yeah. And like any type
That's
of
like where I went to college.
Yeah.
I think it's the way I see it, and if you define it as high performing children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're at high levels of performance. And that requires a split focus on your academics.
Yes.
Because you're so focused on putting your energy and your time into something else. So then I'm curious though, okay, so you fell in love with political science, but at what point, you're fine, I'm like itching my, what point did you like realize that you gave a shit about the world outside of Hollywood?
Yeah. It's funny because it was a really gradual thing. And it's not like there was this moment, right? But there were so many signs along the way. I remember, I look back at my time shooting House of Anubis, and I was, in between takes sitting, reading, the Communist Manifesto and On China by Kissinger, all these really dense
by
books.
Yourself?
Yeah, just sitting by myself.
Because you wanted to.
Like in between takes. Yeah, because I just wanted to.
God,
and then I was
so cool.
I was doing, it wasn't even to be cool. I was just really...
It wasn't performative.
It was like an escape. Yeah, it was just, and I didn't have anyone to talk to about it either. I would read something super cool, like, oh my God, like this is what happened during Mao and Nixon's meeting in what, and nobody cared. Like I didn't have anyone to talk to. It was kind of sad, actually. Sad. I would call Derek and be like, can I tell you something?
Your husband.
My husband now, yeah.
So Derek, like, is he's seen so many iterations of you.
Yeah, a lot.
So you've grown from like just this beautiful, amazing actress to then eventually, I mean, you've been producing and then you're his wife and now you're his baby mama.
Yeah. It is. I mean, we've grown so much. Now I say we just happen to grow together and not apart. But we've influenced and inspired one another so much. And he's my number one fan. Like go do this. And why do you think you can't do that? And how it comes up with these like creative angles of whenever I say something can't be done, he's like, no, it can. And we really push each other to be better in that way. So he's like kind of the perfect creative partner, even though he is never seen or not directly involved. He is always involved, with me.
How many people do you know that are like high school sweethearts that have that healthy? I know one other high school sweetheart couple that is like that. They are absolutely in love and they're ride or dies for each other. But at the same time, like they're very much doing their own. Like I don't feel like they're not. I mean, I wouldn't say they're not ambitious. They're actually doing really, really well. But I think like you guys are killing it. You were just telling me Derek's like a hemp farmer now.
Yeah, he started a hemp CBD business.
Is that okay? Can we talk about it? Is it legal?
No, it's totally legal. It's hemp. They manufacture hemp and CBD products. They were farming in Nevada for a few years, and now they have this huge factory. And I can't even articulate probably what exactly he does every day, but it's in the factory and they're making like, gels and all the things that you see on the shelves, all the CBD products.
Love CBD products. Oh
my God, it's amazing. I have scoliosis and it's really, really saved me.
Oh my God, scoliosis. I remember growing up, there was that we had to get tested for scoliosis all the time.
Yeah, in school. And somehow they missed it with me.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't catch it until I was filming House of Anubis actually. And one day I just couldn't go to set. I just couldn't move. I just remember it was so bad.
Had you been doing something extreme with your body on set?
I can't remember now. Maybe we did a lot of like stunts
because it was like a magical show, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was a mystery and we were like climbing through tunnels and stuff. So I probably did something. But yeah, anyway, I'm a big fan of CBD.
Yeah.
So the
my God though, but how did you deal with scoliosis if you didn't have CBD then?
A lot of ibuprofen. A lot. Yeah.
And that's not good for your gut, right?
No, it's not good.
So, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
my husband has had a lot of stomach problems from having to take, a bunch of different medicines and stuff. Like in general, he struggles a lot.
Really?
And I remember too when my dad was sort of dealing with cancer, he was taking ibuprofen and it's one of those things where it's like it's really hard on your body. So if you can like find CBD.
Yeah.
People assume that CBD is like drugs.
Yeah.
It's
just a natural kind of pain remedy. It's a natural healer and it helps with inflammation too, which is a big problem in today's world. And so many different, ailments that we take a, prescription or even a non-prescription pill off the counter.
Right.
Without even a second thought.
Right.
But then you hear like CBD and people are like, oh, wait, is it safe? Is it okay?
Yeah, we're so prude.
But but the world is changing. It's evolving for sure.
Yeah.
I think personally, I think mushrooms are going to be the next
I buy that.
Because the next big thing. I think CBD people are now so
I think microdosing is big, right?
Yeah, in certain circles. I think that's going to become more mainstream.
Thanks so much for checking out this clip for the Vulnerable Podcast. For the full episode, go ahead and check out my YouTube channel. That link is in the description. Thanks again.